What's good, family, man? It is your boy Maul.
And Sade, and we're back at it again with another video.
With
everybody's mom.
Man, today, guys, we're at the rappers' shootings on IG Live, aka Instagram Live, man.
Like, people shooting and killing them?
Yeah. Well, it's not going to show the killing, of course.
I know,
not,
but
YouTube
I'm just
took
saying.
It down.
Yeah.
But yeah, like shootings or just them getting shot at, period.
When you're in the streets, shootings happen every day.
Yep.
But the difference between these new gangsters and the ones that came before them is that now rappers show the whole world what they're doing on social media.
Yep.
So when something really goes down, it's often caught on vid. Here's a look at a few rappers who have been run up on by ops while on IG Live.
Oh!
I wasn't ready for that.
I definitely, man, that one was crazy. That's that Honeykomb Brazy dude.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that.
From Alabama?
Mm-hmm.
That's him.
Snap Dogg. Snap Dogg is a rapper from Detroit, Michigan, known for tracks like Pull Up and My Story.
Never heard of
The
him.
rapper blew up in the late 2010s for video clips that showed his real life in the streets of Detroit, including a video where he got into a shootout with ops on IG Live. Growing up, the rapper got involved in a drug game to help his mom after his dad went to prison. His father was a well-known drug dealer in the city who had a crew called 4 Spot Boys and at one point was making $15K a day. The rapper also had a twin brother who was shot and killed by a retired cop after an attempted home invasion. When he was 17, Snap Dogg got locked up and was facing 25 years, but eventually beat the case. So, after the death of his brother and almost being locked up, the rapper decided to start taking music more seriously. Snap Dogg was inspired by Chicago artists like Chief Keef and Lil Durk and started making his own Detroit version of drill music. The music ended up taking off, and Chief Keef was one of the first artists to reach out to him. He ended up signing to the rapper's Glow Gang label and stayed with him in LA for about a year. Part of what helped Snap Dogg's music take off was the viral videos he uploaded that showed him going crazy in the streets. The first one was a video shoot where the rapper popped out of a car and shot real guns. The video showed Snap Dogg roll up in a car, pop out, and scream, before letting off 4 shots. It's clearly a video shoot because there's a photographer right there. But minutes later, the police show up and start chasing them. They end up shutting down the whole video shoot. And
what? Why he didn't use blanks?
I was just saying he should have used blanks. This man used real bullets.
arresting everyone standing on the front lawn, including the production crew. In another clip, the rapper can be seen getting into a shootout on IG Live. The video starts out with the rapper and his friend standing on the block, screaming into the camera. In the distance, someone can be heard yelling, "Who's Snap Dogg?" And the rapper replies by shouting back, "Nigga, I'm Snap. What's happening?"
I'm Snap. What's happening?
Seconds later, you see him drop the phone and start firing a pistol in the direction of his ops, while fans are still commenting in the feed.
Oh!
These viral clips helped attract people's attention to the rapper's music.
What?
He later admitted that it got a bit out of hand. He started attracting attention to the police and made it hard to move around. But part of what helped the rapper build a fan base was how crazy he was and that he didn't care to record and post it all.
Oh, dude, I thought it was like, I didn't think they were actually show them actually shooting a gun. Nah, that's crazy. Oh man, I ain't never heard this man in my life.
Me neither.
But if you thought that was crazy, this next rapper got into a shootout with ops outside a barbershop while buying a Kobe Bryant jersey. Honeykomb Brazy. Honeykomb Brazy is a rapper from Mobile, Alabama, who signed to Rap A Lot Records. Although the rapper has racked up millions of views on songs like Freestyle and Dead People, Brazy is better known for his activities in the streets than his music. The rapper grew up in a rough part of Alabama and started getting arrested at just 10 years old. Even though he's only in his late 20s, he's already spent over 10 years behind bars and has been shot multiple times. He even got into a beef that got so out of control, his grandparents were murdered and had their house set on fire by a man who allegedly has connections to the cartel.
Sade had told me that. I was like,
I remember
never heard
that.
this man in my life.
Yeah. Cause I'm like, what in the world did he do to make them come after them?
He had connections to the cartel.
And that was a mess up right there. Cause they don't care about nobody.
Not at all.
R.I.P. man.
They'll get you.
Leela and Tony Lewis, and were the head of their families. And we've also learned that they are the grandparents of local rapper Honeykomb Brazy.
Check out our previous video on Honeykomb Brazy
Gotta
for
check
more
that out
info
one
on his
day.
criminal history and past. Back in 2016, the rapper allegedly shot one of his childhood friends, Ladarius Stank Moorer, after Stank showed up at his girlfriend's apartment and found Brazy there. The rapper was supposedly just there to sell her weed, but an argument broke out and Stank ended up dead. Brazy beat the murder case, but after that, he became one of the most hated dudes in his hood because Stank was well known and well loved in the city. Ever since, Brazy has had a target on his head and has been shot at by ops several times. In November 2020, the rapper went to go purchase a Kobe Bryant jersey in Montgomery County, which is about 2 hours from Mobile. Brazy was sitting in a parked car outside a barbershop with his homies, showing off his new purchase to fans on IG Live, when suddenly, gunshots start going off. The screen goes black, and you can hear more shots going off in the background.
They let off at least 60 shots.
Whoa.
But I'm saying though, like, you being on IG Live really is like, you really giving your location away.
Yeah.
Like, it's so easy to call somebody like, hey, they at this location, go there. I seen the location, go there.
Right.
See if it's them. Like,
then someone be not too far away from where you be at, so you posting ain't doing nothing but giving them a hint, giving them a.
That's the scary thing about Instagram Live though, or Facebook Live. Like,
that's why people say, you gotta be personal. When it comes to certain things,
or
you gotta move different. You gotta,
like, when you post in your story, say you in California, you at the particular spot, and you know you got a buzz. Don't post where you was at until like hours later or a day later.
I was gonna say it's different when you know you just a regular person and you posting where you at, but like when you famous or when you known in the streets, you know people want you, you know people out to get you. Like,
you gotta move different.
Posting your location shouldn't even be a factor. Like, you should be so low key that people don't even know where you at until they see you out.
True.
But you got these people that's like real thirsty that want the fame so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to tell people where they be at, or they want to act like they just so hard all the way up until that point. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot of rappers out here that pretend to be so hard, but then when that time come, they get to shooting. It's like, God, forgive me, I ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I apologize. Nah, you can put yourself out there now.
Brazy was not injured in the shooting and later released the surveillance footage from outside the barbershop to show another angle of what happened. The footage shows a gray BMW slide past them and continue driving. A few seconds later, the rapper's crew starts ducking behind the car and reaches into the back seat to grab their guns. They also let him off shots, and at one point, a dude in the driver's seat jumps out and starts running toward the other car, which is somewhere off camera. Somehow, no one was hit, but it does show that Brazy's crew is ready for smoke at any moment. If you thought that was crazy, this next rapper was on IG Live saying that his ops were outside trying to play, only to get shot at seconds later. Spider D. Spider D is a rapper from Chicago who's affiliated with the Black Disciples. Fans of drill music will know that the BDs have been dominating the music scene in Chicago since drill first blew up back in the early 2010s. Rappers like Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and King Von all rep the BDs, and the gang has a way bigger influence on the music industry than their rivals, the Gangsta Disciples. But in the streets, it's more evenly matched, and the two gangs have been at war since the 90s. Most drill rappers tend to rep either GD or BD, and the music only escalates the beef. Spider D is a rapper from the Wild Hundreds on the south side who reps the BD. He started making music back in 2017 and has slowly built a buzz over the past few years.
Yes, because his pockets is busting out on the side and them shirts is just super tight.
It's the belly for me.
What y'all talking about? Let me see what y'all talking about.
BD.
When your clothes is too small, see how your pockets coming out on the side?
His pocket just not pushed in all the way.
Whatever.
Music back in 2017 and has slowly built a buzz over the past few years.
Now he could have got a bigger
He's known
shirt.
for tracks like Listen Here Part 1 and 2, and it's up there. But what really put Spider D's name in the news was when he was shot at on IG Live while talking to fans about the release of his new project. Spider D has said in interviews that his homies encouraged him to rap because the ops were always making diss tracks and they had no one in their crew to respond.
And Foden was always begging me to drop
music because
our ops was always dropping diss songs and all that. But I'm like, man, nah, man. But I dropped my first video, it was 2017. That's when I dropped my first video.
Although that's not the only reason he started rapping, in Chicago, the rap scene is always mixed with gang culture in some way. In May 2021, the rapper was doing an IG live session where he was chopping it up with fans and talking about releasing new music. At some point, the rapper changes the subject and starts talking about his ops. In the video, he unzips his shirt to show that he isn't wearing a bulletproof vest and says, "You know what they say about them with a hoodie on in the summertime, he ain't trying to play." Seconds later, gunshots start going off and the video starts getting blurry as the rapper runs to avoid getting hit.
Right up.
As he's running away, you can see that he also has a gun in his hand. According to internet rumors, before getting shot at, Spider D dissed a dude by the name of G-Ski from a GD set called Lick Game, who was recently killed. It's not clear if that's the reason that his ops decided to pull up on him at that moment, or if they just happened to get the drop. Either way, they were coming for Spider D. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like Spider was hitting the shooting, but it does show that with social media, the payback can be instant. You can be dissing your ops 1 minute and running for your life the next.
True.
This next rapper was shot on IG Live while talking to his homie.
I seen this. I seen like the footage of him, like he was talking to his. Like I gotta show you the real footage. I was like, oh my god, like it was bad.
After they both disrespected the Nipsey Hussle mural in LA. Indian Red Boy. Indian Red Boy is a rapper and gang member associated with the Inglewood family gangsta Bloods. The rapper recently made headlines after he was shot and killed while on IG Live talking with his friend Capone, another member of IFG.
Jeff and Susie, we're off of Chandran Avenue in the city of Hawthorne, and you can see Hawthorne PD. They are wrapping up their investigation. They're still taking some photographs. We watched the coroner just wheel the body away. It is a male in his 20s that was shot and killed. Inside this car, there are a lot of bullet holes inside that windshield. We zoomed in earlier.
Although there are several theories as to why Indian Red Boy was killed, many have speculated that it had something to do with Capone defacing the famous Nipsey Hussle mural in South Central LA. Nipsey Hussle was a member of the Rolling 60s Crips who were known to have beef with IFG. According to Street News, a group of Rolling 60s members went to a memorial for an IFG.
That was just dumb on his. That was just dumb on his part. Like, come on, and then it don't make it no better because Nipsey Hussle did. Like, you, it's a lose-lose. Either way it goes, it's a lose-lose.
Member and kicked over the candles. Capone then responded by spray painting all over the Nipsey Hussle mural and tagging his own name so that everyone would know it was him. Nipsey's friend Cowboy made a video where he called out the disrespect of Nipsey and told the Bloods that they needed to beat Capone for what he did to the mural. But Capone only doubled down on the disrespect and continued to clown Cowboy and Nipsey.
Alright, I bet you gonna change your name today. I bet you that. Y'all need to beat that right now before the homies line up and come do some dumb behind this dumb ass, bro. You feel me?
This is when Indian Red Boy and other members of IFG got involved to back up their homie and disrespect the ops. Not long after, Indian Red Boy was sitting in a parked car in the Hawthorne neighborhood of Los Angeles, laughing with Capone on Instagram. While they are talking, you can hear multiple gunshots going off in the background, and suddenly, Indian Red Boy is gasping for air. Capone asks him where he is, and Indian Red can barely make out the words Hawthorne before passing away. Because the defacing of the mural brought so much attention to the two of them, many assume that the shooting was payback for Indian Red Boy, co-signing the disrespect of Nipsey. But there's another popular theory that the murder actually had nothing to do with the mural. Indian Red Boy wasn't always a member of IFG. He used to rep Hollywood Power Rule from Compton before switching hoods. He allegedly left on bad terms, and it was his own people who took him out. His brother has suggested that Indian Red was actually set up by 3 men and a female. He doesn't say who it was or why they did it, but he does promise his brother that they will get revenge. Whatever happened, it's a tragic story, but Indian Red should have known not to let his guard down when he's already got so much beef in the city. If you thought this video was crazy, be sure to check out our channel for more. From rappers getting ran up on to rappers ready for ops at shows. We cover the most insane stories that you need to hear.
I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy. This is probably one of the most crazy videos we can watch.
Right.
I don't know what to say, man. You gotta be more careful with your location, especially if you got any type of fame, buzz.
Turn that stuff off.
I know. I think I don't know. I'm kind of just sitting here because it's crazy, but at the same time, it's not. Like, it's crazy, but I mean, this is what you choose when you choose to, be in the streets and you choose this life. Like, I ain't gonna say I don't feel bad because they getting shots lit off at them, but it's just kind of like
it
is what it is.
You put yourself in that
I can't feel bad for
predicament.
somebody. Exactly.
Right.
I can't feel bad for somebody who you putting yourself in that predicament. Like I said, if you if you know people want you, why would you be tagging your location? Like,
right.
You asking for it. I can't
They
feel
trying to
bad
act
for
like
nobody.
they're not scared.
That's what I'm saying. I can't feel bad for nobody like that who just asking for it. That's just, I don't know. I guess.
Man, other than that, man, y'all already know what to do, man. Please.
Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, subscribe to all 3 channels, all 3 channels, all 3 channels.
Follow me and Sade both on Instagram, but other than that, man, we out here.